Hi everyone, I'm Sharlotchi. As we are almost completing 2024, which was a huge year of changes, transitions, not understanding where we're going into. It's all due to the planet rising into its authentic frequency, and thus it means to say that actually 2025 is gonna lift your vibe like never before. Right here, I hope the echo is not too far. I need a lot of echo, like I'm in the middle of Thailand right now, setting in the grids in Bangkok, which is one of the best measures to ever, unlike what everybody may think of Bangkok. I think it's great. It's very art oriented, and that is the reason why I actually bring this up, because it has a huge crystalline grid. If you're working with uplifting your vibrations anyway, that is the crystalline purple pyramid that has a cradle inside on the ground floor and a cradle over it, creating a double vortex somehow. So I try to make the design a little bit as I was asking for more and more information, but that will pop up in the incoming years. So the energies are very, very potent. And thus for 2025, it is vital, but just as vital as you can think, to rethink your life as an artist. We are all artists, all, in any branch. You are an artist, you are a creator, and you can recreate your life at any time if only you had that wish, is what the divine is saying. If you have that wish, then the primary chords to align to at all times, no matter if you sat in your light body, you completed it, and you live with the planet, because it's gonna go so fast, your brains will hardly be able to catch up with it. And thus the crystalline grids making up the planet, making up the cosmos, making up everything in existence, actually are changing on an everyday level. And reason why your brain is gonna meet the movement into your authenticity, that is the eternal vibrations, the vortex is moving up into immortality, because we all have the original light body that has been recreated. So no longer any old light body. The I am presence that has all the faculties, all the energy wheels of all the entire tree of life, containing 22 seraphites, is gonna open up in the higher measurements, especially with the entity you may know as Grandmaster Enoch. Enoch and the frequencies coming up with higher masters. I have my personal guide, as I told before, that is Ezra, that works on immortality, and then a lot of light codes moving up with the team Enoch frequencies firing up, bringing up the I am presence in the entire tree with 22 ways, and then it moves up again into the higher frequencies that are fluorescent. So here the divine is requesting you to remain balanced at all times. You can do that with liquid gold. You know, everybody been born in the balancing energies, the Libra energies, that is pure gold. And then another thing very important is calling for the harmony chords every day. Invite the strengthening up into the higher lifting realms where the airplane is moving into, and teaming up with the airplane. So every consciousness of lighter plane needs to match your light embodiment, so that is harmony, that is peace, that is balance, that is coming back to the authentic self and making that decision today. Because without these three simple items that are simple alignments, I'm doing that three times a day, and then I align to whatever I am at in the higher omni immortal presentation of the self in that light body that fires up, in which you start to see crystal clear. So the teachings coming through is crystalline clarity in the eye, in the divine eye, the pineal rising with the physical eyes, with all the glands in the brain, and that moves with all the 10 higher ways, not just the 12 ways you may know through the old solar system. That is dead and gone. Anyways, that doesn't work anymore. A reason why people get stuck in the power of the word. The word comes into its truth measures. So when working with the very, very dark purple way that opens the truth, that opens the thyroid, that brings many, many pyramids in the open in the thyroid gland, and like creating a split shift and balancing out the heart measures into the brain. That is what is literally happening when we're making the bridge 24 into 25. And I'm gonna just love it. I've been looking forward to that year for ages, so now we have arrived. So it's really about you as a creator to open up and to make that decision every morning you wake up and every night you go to sleep. Make sure you are setting your vibration, your frequency into the living light realms. Without living light, you're just being pulled and sucked by the matrix. That's all there is to it. And it does take training, yes, and you can train it. I mean, there's good training in opening your universal light embodiment that completely defeats the debris the soul had to move through for many, many years. So anybody stepping into their light body, their higher light body, their extreme, omnipresent, immortal light body, which is all I teach. You can tap into it, you can start out today, and in 1 month time, you can completely transition already 360 degrees and opening up the higher light body. It used to take like 20 years of setting that in on the planet. So you're very fortunate if you want to step into that as the higher ways that comes through actually all the colors I wear. That is transparency, that is aquamarine, that is silver, that is gold, that is copper, that is burgundy, many, many more. But they can only lift you up when the I am presence has been lifted into spirit consciousness beyond soul consciousness. And that is where every flame, remember the yodes, if you open up the languages of living light, the most important are still the English language for the power of the word, that is the Chinese character, opening up many, many transitions in the body, still aligning to it, and that comes through your sunrise and your sunset, making you one with your origin, that is the great vibration in your, let's say, Shangri-La, Shambhala home, or the great central sun. So if you don't have the technology to rise and settle in with the sun, you can just call it for it, and if it doesn't work, if you don't feel the vibrations moving very, very fast, if you don't feel yourself changing every day, then you need to do some readjustments and really settle in your I am presence on the higher degrees of consciousness. That is one thing you can do, but it goes so fast. So you can align to that, as I'm very, very passionate. And then what the divine is bringing to, they truly, it's a call for everybody, setting the light body onto the platforms of eternity and immortality. And then rising with the higher frequencies, the higher teams of light are all grounding on the planet. The divine has grounded. I don't know if you realize that the divine has grounded on the planet. And it's in like 7, 8, 9, 10 planes of existence, so far beyond the lower planes, 3, 4, 5, where the soul gets drawn in its own debris, its own choices. So, but you can make that new choice, transition today, and then open your envelopes of knowledge. So when you can at least set yourself peace, harmony, and balance every day, investigate the self. Where is my creator envelope? An envelope opens a letter, right? An envelope opens scriptures. An envelope opens data. So that is what they refer to as envelopes. And there's many living light envelopes flowing through like waves of light when you have become an eternal light wave from the transition of the cells into light particles, which we all are. And so great transitions are promised to come throughout this next year when in alignment to your own envelope. You can make that decision today. Recreate what is not in balance in your life. What would you see differently? Make that choice like, hey, this needs to leave, this needs to go, this was never bringing me passion and joy and really the frequencies of being one with creation, because oneness is going to matter as much as your own oneness within the Lady Jen balance. So oneness matches oneness on the greater scale. The inner outer world needs to match, and that is gonna matter because everybody has different assignments. Knowing what you came in to do on this planet is still the highest level of frequency matching your vibration, and asking for that direction and that redirection. I ask for redirection like 5 times a day, because at times your brain can tell, I want to go this way and there, I want to do this. And then when I stand still, just, my beloved source, what is the best thing to do now? Why now? What do I need to readjust to? Breathe it through, allow the designs to come through, and definitely you need a crystal clear way that brings through the designs, that brings through the words, that brings through the information. So in soul consciousness you get blurry, airy, fairy information that actually does not direct you, but gets you in misinformed form. We are all a form of living light energies, creating that light body, matching the lightness in the body, like light food. And so when you feel your food or your nutritional intake is not changing every day, every week, then ask for the right frequency to match, because the incoming time in the next months is, the grids are changing, the information is changing, the food is changing, your fitness requirements will change every day, not weekly, not monthly, every day, because we're going to accelerate every vibration into the highest level of purification that needs to match the golden measures that is eternity. And so, of course, when you start working, I bring out the higher ways in the incoming years, starting with the crystal clear way training. And every way will take at least 1 month of training, besides the greater 2 or 3 or 4 days of training that can be aligned to when having installed a foundational light body in the I am new presence created by the higher masters. And so no old light body, we need to feel the vortex. As I'm standing here, these vortexes are immense. I'm dreading the entire building is chilling, is moving, is you know, I see it, I feel it. Then again, I worked for it. And so you may have an artistic impression. Being an artist and recognizing your beauty, yourself as an artist that creates, that recreates, that pushes the envelope into a life that is 100% satisfactory. That is what you need. The right attraction, the new people coming in, leaving behind once and for all. You've had an entire year to leave all friendships, relationships, whatever there is connectivity, and invite the destined partnerships. That means friendships. We need all, we need friends. We need to vibrate inside out, and when the right one doesn't come to you, or you attract the old, then that is configuring like a sinking ship. So claim it, be a creator. Claim never think you cannot do it. You can do it. You need to have trust and belief 100%. Align to the design of belief in the self. Align to design to trust. Trust comes through the blue wave. You used to working with blue, everything blue brings a high level flow. Trust and belief needs to change on an everyday, and you need to keep tied to it, really tied to it. I mean, these are easy things I'm giving you here. Peace, balance, harmony, trust and belief. If there is a belief system that keeps you from attracting what you really want on a higher level, matching your destined path, your destined job, your destined housing, or wherever you need to live, you need those directions. And when these directions do not come into the internal vision, opening up third, fourth, fifth eye and further on, then it's hard to understand where you need to go, right? So work on that. Even if you start at like 20 minutes in the morning and at night, I align for 2-3 hours in the morning and 2 and 3 at night. During lunchtime, even while I'm preparing, I align. What could I do? I hear, So the ears need to crystallize, the crown needs to crystallize, the sinuses need to crystallize, the embodiment needs to open up these crystallization properties, are they saying, and matching measurements. So everything that comes to the liquid golden ley lines through which everything in creation is made of, we can recreate as a creator. It's a matter of allowing it and starting to open up your highest level memory. So I hope you're all going to do that. Click to your creative vibes. Let me know in the comments, what would you like to create? What do you think is difficult? How are you working with energies? Because not knowing what energy, frequency, vibration is in the end is killing you. Study it. My videos, they all explain like everything you need to know, and you just pick out and get your gut feeling there and listen to them. And then you align and imagine your recreative power without the throat, fully open, that you can express yourself in any which way you want. I never, shut my mouth. I mean, my son here is living here in this huge building, and his eyes are rolling how I talk to people, what I tell them, and which is fabulous. I mean, we all need to learn, and I want to learn from you, and hopefully you can learn a few things from me, because these are truly the really, really easiest thing to do. And just set yourself up in that. I'm gonna call it the cradle grid, but let me know, what is your highest level of creation? How do you manifest? I mean, the lavender amethyst ray in that purple pyramid grid with the cradle. Well, even though you need to tell the universe it's in Bangkok, I need to align that. When I'm speaking, I feel it rising. That is how it goes when you align to the new tree of life with all the 22 colors. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens when you've trained the eye impression as it should be trained, actually. And that is what the divine is saying. It's actually, that is all there is to it. There's nothing else but alignment, alignment, alignment. and releasing resistance, releasing stubbornness, even for those who already moved in that light body like I did into the higher light body and now moving into the higher rays. They still have a huge level of free will, even though aligning every day to divine will, because free will doesn't offer anything. It breaks you, it cracks you into pieces because you listen to your ego. In divine will, you listen to your spirit and your source immediate directions, and that is how it should be. And that brings in the pleasures and the measures of life-giving joy, passion, and new ideas, inspirations, invitations, aspirations need to come true in order for you to align to your own design, the information, the let's say the imagination. Sit with that every day for half an hour. How you want to create? What is the first thing I will take on my platter? Is it a job? Is it a move? Is it new partnerships? But focus on one thing at a time. Balance, balance, harmony, harmony, peace. Pull the peace sign around you and get there where your source is asking you to get, because you are treasures on the planet. You are creators, you are treasures, because the divine is asking everybody to bring their special skills, talents, their treasure box, when you open that treasure box, into humanity. Because there's no stopping. It's accelerating, accelerating. There is zero complaint, zero judgment, zero having opinion. If you have 1 second of an opinion, then your energy drops immediately. So stick to yourself. Do not share your creations. Make sure you manifest them and make a plan. That is what the divine is asking. Make a plan for the self, go within the self, readjust your belief, and truly align to your faith and your trust, and feel and invite the vortexes of eternity, immortality, moving you through, setting the line upon the sun that always shines from the sunrise into the sunset. So I hope you like that bit of encouragement, and I hope you're moving very well through this year. I'll definitely come up with more videos, as tomorrow I'll be moving to Chiang Mai, then it will be Taiwan. I've been asking to settle up the grids, to shake it a bit up here, so to enable people as well to move into their beauty, their own vortex, because there's so much capacity that has never ever been acknowledged here. If you have any questions, just shoot, and let's just build and build and build into oneness. So much love to you all and courage. Thank you.